Good morning. It's the Legendary Zip podcast.
It's not a good morning. I'm tired.
I'm
This is
tired too.
Albert.
This is Jesse.
And John.
Yay.
All right, so we are reviewing Transformers today. This is going to be the first part of at least a 3-part series. Me and John have had a debate for years. I think probably since 2013
When the other movie came out?
when the other movie came out.
Yep.
When Pacific Rim came out and Transformers have been out for several years, we're just debating what was the better, superior robot movie. And now we're revisiting the two movies, Transformers and Pacific Rim, and eventually, maybe, we'll get into the sequels. But we're just seeing which one's better, which one has just a better story and an overall better movie. And surprisingly, revisiting this movie, I really enjoyed it, and I don't think I enjoyed it as much.
I told
I'm not gonna
you,
lie, I
man.
really enjoyed it. But we'll get into details about
Nice.
that. So introducing the movie, it was directed by Michael Bay. The tagline was "Their War, Our World." Had a budget of 150 million. Was released on July 3rd, 2007. Which, do you remember movies that came out in 2007? All I remember
Nope.
was Spider-Man 3. So it came out along Spider-Man 3.
The Rainy trilogy? Yeah, huh?
Yeah, the Raimi trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one came out, and I can safely say that I enjoyed this better than Spider-Man 3, which actually is not a high bar to set, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it better than Spider-Man 3.
I mean, I enjoy a lot of movies better than Spider-Man 3, so.
uh, think of a movie you don't enjoy more than Spider-Man 3.
I don't know.
Pacific Rim.
Oh, got him.
No, that's
Easy.
not possible.
Easy.
You're lying. Runtime is 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Way too
rated-
long.
You
Sorry.
think it was way too long?
It was way too long. It felt too long.
I watched it yesterday for once before we watched half of it, and I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. But I did split it in halves, so I guess
That helps.
Duh.
yeah, it helps. So I enjoyed most of the movie.
I don't remember it being that long.
It was long though. It was kind of long.
Like when we were watching it, it felt like a grind, and not like because it was boring or anything. It's just
it's just
because
long.
yeah,
long
and then
movie.
we were both kind of tired, and so
Yeah.
It's kind of like The Dark Knight. Like Dark Knight's a long movie, but it's a good movie, but still kind of long.
I mean, I think a good movie is when it almost passes by and you don't notice it.
yeah.
But then in Transformers, it just drags on and on and on.
Okay. Keep that in mind. I think I said the rating PG-13. Box office. In my outline it says box office, box office, I mean colon. Has over 700 million worldwide. So that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I think Spider-Man 3 made more though. I think. Which kind of sucks.
I mean, I think Spider-Man is a
It's
more it favors the
marketable.
international
Yeah.
audience too.
I don't know. I don't think it does. Transformers makes over $1 billion now,
Well, now.
and Spider-Man has never made over $1 billion.
I mean, I'm saying back then, like, superhero movies were not a popular thing yet.
That's true. Spider-Man 3 is also a third in the series, and this was the first one
Yeah.
in the series. I don't remember what the second one made, but we'll get into that one.
Well, Spider-Man made 890 million.
The third one?
Yeah.
That was the, I think, highest grossing Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird.
Maybe they were hoping for a better movie than the second one.
Hey, the trailers were very deceiving. I
I-
was looking forward to Spider-Man 3.
I mean, that's the trailer's job, so they
So
got your money.
They did a really good job. All right. I was gonna go into trivia really quick, but I gotta find that. So
Unprepared.
bear with me.
Tell me with some trivia.
Fun facts.
Is that
Fun
the
facts.
is
Fun
that the
facts.
the song to the trivia section? Tell me some trivia.
Tell me some trivia.
All right,
All right, John, you got to
so
edit that into a song now.
we gotta edit.
I'm not that talented.
According to Megan Fox, she was attending a Linkin Park concert, and she was talking about the live-action Transformers, and they requested to have a song in the film. So What I've Done appears at the closing credits because of Megan Fox.
Oh.
So that's interesting. That's cool.
Wait, she got Linkin Park into the movie?
I guess so.
Oh.
They requested to be in the movie.
And then they were in the next two,
Couple?
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's crazy when a band like that has to request to be on.
Yeah. It's a little
What, she went up backstage and showed off that she's in the Transformers movie or something?
That's what it appears to be. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you really
She-
weren't?
She met the band personally. It
I
says.
thought you loved Linkin Park. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I enjoy their music.
I don't dislike them.
I was just joking.
To keep the film realistic and under budget, the U.S. Department of Defense provided support during the production. This was the largest project since Black Hawk Down 2001.
Oh, nice.
That's really cool.
I remember that movie. I enjoy that movie.
That was a good movie.
Also, they helped in Hulk 2003 with some of the, it looks like F-22 and CV-22 aircraft
Oh, like
scenes.
footage and stuff?
Yeah,
Cool.
that was pretty cool.
What if Black Hawk Down was a prelude to Transformers?
How would they loop that in?
What's
the,
that?
The Black Hawk that
Yeah.
went down is the Transformer.
Is the Transformer. Oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
Peter Cullen originally voiced Optimus Prime. He just describes this as slipping up an old pair of very comfortable shoes.
Colin?
Yeah,
Not
Peter
Colin.
Colin.
Colin?
He's a colon.
Sorry. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
Cullen?
Colin.
Cullen.
Colin.
Cullen.
Cauliflower.
All right. But yeah, it was nice hearing his voice.
He sounded older in this movie.
He probably
He
is.
is older, but he sounded.
Yeah, I think also how the sound design was, they made
Yeah.
it deeper on purpose because to emphasize how big he is,
Maybe.
I think so.
like compared to the cartoon.
That's true.
Yeah.
Looking at.
Man, I miss those cartoons.
Volkswagen. You missed the cartoons.
Beast
the
Mode
first-
was my favorite.
Yeah.
Beast Mode.
Yeah.
With dinosaurs.
Gorillas versus dinosaurs, or like mammals versus dinosaurs, pretty much.
Yeah, they were dinosaurs.
I don't remember watching the Transformers.
I mean, yeah, the
cartoons.
Decepticons were mostly dinosaurs, and then the Autobots were mammals.
Mammals. Was Optimus Prime a gorilla?
He was the
Yeah,
gorilla.
He was the gorilla.
I remember there was a
that.
rat and a cheetah.
And a cheetah,
You
yeah.
say a rat?
Yeah, one
A
of them
big
was
rat?
a rat. Like
Or he's a
like
small
a
rat?
medium-sized rat.
A medium-sized, like a human rat size rat?
Yeah. It was. I don't remember their names other than Optimus.
Rat. Ratatron.
Ratatron.
It made sense though, because Optimus Prime, he's a prime ape.
Oh,
That was a good
makes sense.
good pun. So is Unicron on the Autobots this time?
Who?
He's Unicron. He's a mammal.
Unicron? I don't remember Unicron in beast mode.
Probably not.
I don't think he was. I don't even think they really finished that series. Did they?
I don't remember. It was a long
It was
time
so
ago.
long
It was
ago.
the 90s.
All right. So
I enjoyed the original Transformers cartoon though.
the
Yeah.
cartoon. I just remember seeing a little bit. Never had cable as a kid, so
Oh, okay.
Is your toe okay? You just kind of like stubbed it.
it didn't hurt. It's good. Bumblebee's original form in Transformers, the cartoon, is a Volkswagen Beetle,
Yep.
Mhm.
and that appears in
Right next to it.
Right next to it.
Yep, I remember that.
You remember that?
Remember that from
Boo,
yesterday.
not trivia, lame.
That's not trivia.
No,
It's trivia, but we just saw it yesterday, so it's
I mean,
like,
but they clearly show it
Oh,
on
yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
It's not like hidden in the background. It's
Yeah.
right next to him.
I mean, he smashes his own the door.
Yeah.
So. Door. I can't.
Oh,
I
well.
was stuttering.
That's
Oh,
about
that was-
it. That's about it. There's more, but I didn't really prepare and read through all the trivia today.
I mean, I like the Linkin Park one. I like Peter Cullen. Hearing about him.
Yeah, Colin. I'm gonna say Colin a
Colin.
lot. Colin.
Colin.
Colin?
David
Colin.
Duncan.
There's a guy with the last name of Dunn in this movie, so confirm it's
Kevin
connected
Dunn.
to Glass and
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable Universe. Yeah, Kevin Dunn. All right. So do you remember anything about when this movie came out? Like going to see it in theaters, any of the experience from this movie?
Oh, I remember being hyped up about it.
Same.
I didn't remember like seeing anything. I
I
remember
saw
seeing
it
a
3
small
times in
clip.
theaters.
You seen it 3 times in theaters?
Yeah, I
That's
saw
not
it
bad.
once with my mom. I think I saw it once with you, and
Did
then I saw it once with 2 friends that we used to go to elementary school with.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you, because you watched that much because you liked it a lot, or you just had
Oh, I
to?
was so excited for Transformers.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was a big fan of the cartoons.
Yeah.
I used to like play with the toys, the stupid toys that you couldn't even transform because they're so
Bad.
overly complicated.
I know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was super excited for this movie.
You, Albert?
Yeah, I loved it. Like make it akin to my collection of Power Rangers
Yeah.
toys, where you have the cars that transform into the Megazord.
Yeah.
So, and I had a bunch of Transformers toys too, so
Okay.
I liked it a lot. I don't remember watching the original series a lot for Transformers, but just knowing about those characters in Beast Mode. Yeah. I liked it a lot, and my brother, same giant robots,
Yeah.
action packed. It's a good time.
I think for us, it just was what we grew up with. Around that time, there was so many like giant robot stuff going on.
Yeah.
There was Transformers,
What else?
Power Rangers had the Megazord,
Yeah.
Voltron. Voltron was around the same time.
Yep.
Mhm.
I remember watching Voltron a lot too. Um,
What else? What else?
what else?
Gundam?
Oh yeah, Gundam.
But Gundam had
Gundam.
been around for a while.
Yeah, but I think it had just barely like
Kind of got popularized.
Popular.
Yeah, westernized.
yeah.
Okay.
So giant
I-
robots, man.
I don't remember watching the cartoon when I was younger, but I do remember this is probably the first movie that I had to stand in line outside for an hour waiting in line.
Oh yeah.
This is the first movie that like it was huge. Like the line
It was
was
very.
was crazy busy. I don't remember if it was the first weekend or a couple weekends after, but it was a like an hour wait to get into the theater because it was out the door.
Right. Oh yeah, and back then you usually can't pre-order tickets, so you gotta
Yeah.
get in line.
Yeah.
Dang, back then. This is only 12 years ago, but
That's half our age.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We're getting old, guys. It's all downhill from here.
That's sad.
Yeah. I don't remember much about the movie. I just remember the experience before the movie. I thought it was a good movie. I was a kid and then probably like, oh, giant robots.
Yeah, explosions.
I'm still like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So from here on out, spoilers. I don't think we've done any spoilers.
I hope you've watched this movie if
Yeah.
you're listening.
If
Yeah.
you're listening, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, just in case. I don't know if people are like getting ready to watch all the 6 in a row, but spoiler alert, just in case people are gonna cry. So we had character Shia LaBeouf played Sam Witwicky. Megan Fox played Michaela. I forgot her
I
last
don't
name.
think she has a last name.
We'll just say
says so.
Michaela, yeah.
Michaela.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I remember Bernie Mac in
Bernie
here.
Mac.
He is funny. This is
Uncle
like his
Bobby
last
B.
movie before he
Yeah, I
passed
think
away.
so.
I
I
thought,
think so.
which is pretty sad.
Josh Duhamel. He's the captain.
You're the captain.
Aye aye.
I'm the captain now.
Tyrese Gibson?
Yeah, Tyrese Gibson, Anthony Anderson, which coincidentally, Agent Smith plays Megatron in this movie. So Mr.
Nice.
Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
John, is that Voight?
Voight.
Voight?
Voight.
Michael O'Neill. I'm just listing the names now.
You're not even telling them who they are. All right, let's just go on from the characters.
Okay, let's skip that. I do want to talk about all the Transformers though. So give me a second to pull it up.
Like, what do you want to talk about though? Just like,
All the Transformers that were involved, the names, and can you? Okay, challenge to you. Can you name all the Autobots in this movie, and can you name all the Decepticons in this movie, or at least all the Autobots, because you're introduced to them early on.
Okay, so there's Optimus Prime,
Yes.
Bumblebee,
Mm-hmm.
Jazz,
Yes.
Ratchet.
He doesn't have a different name too. He has like two names.
He was Ratchet in this movie.
Okay.
And Ironhide.
Yep.
Was that all of them?
There was
There's
5
only
of them.
5, right? Yeah.
There was 5 in this movie.
Holy crap! I actually remembered. I didn't think I was gonna remember.
Where's the cast at? Oh, hold up. Give me a second to confirm. I thought there was 6 for some reason. All right. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Jazz, Ratchet, Ironhide. So it's 5. You guys got it all right. But he's also named Barricade. I don't know. / Barricade. Can you name all of the Decepticons? They're kind of harder to do.
Yeah.
So there's Megatron,
Yep.
Starscream,
Yes.
Jetfire.
Jetfire.
That's the third movie.
Oh,
Oh.
that is the third movie.
Or second movie, sorry.
Oh, I thought he was in this movie.
No.
Okay.
So Megatron, Starscream,
There's-
Soundwave.
No,
No?
isn't in this one.
I thought he was the robot.
Is he the radio?
Yeah,
Is he the radio?
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He's the radio in the cartoons.
No, I thought he was the boombox
I
CD
thought he
player.
was a boombox.
In the cartoons.
I mean, in this movie.
But there was a radio in there.
No,
in here
'cause
too. Who's
he-
that radio man?
He's the one that takes over the U.S. satellite.
The
and-
satellite?
and
Is that
That's
Soundwave?
another movie though.
No, that's not Soundwave. That's
Soundwave.
I'm thinking about the one-eyed one and the third one. What's his name? I can't remember.
That's Soundwave.
That's Soundwave?
Oh wait.
No. I don't think so.
Oh my god. It's harder to name the Decepticons because they don't name them all.
There's
Well, I mean, they kind of do a roll call.
There's only 4 Decepticons in this movie according to the IMDb. So
Oh,
I thought there was more.
there was like a police car, a tank, a
Yeah.
helicopter.
I don't understand. I'm missing some.
Barricade is the one that is the police car.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Oh, he voices Barricade. So Ironhide and Barricade are voiced by the same person.
Oh, that doesn't help.
Freaking Jesse, dude.
I forgot. Okay, so Barricade, Megatron, Starscream, and we're missing 2 more. Bone Crusher, is it like
Oh, he was the.
yeah, that's the one.
The dump truck.
claw
Yeah.
dump truck thing? And then Frenzy. I don't know who Frenzy is. Is that the helicopter?
Yeah, that has to be the helicopter because that's the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
See, like I don't remember those ones. So
I don't either.
I remember Barricade now that you mention him, and I remember Bone Crusher
Yeah.
because I remember when they did do the roll call, but I don't remember Frenzy ever being in the roll call.
He was the last one, and you didn't see him do much. So.
All right.
He
So
died very early on.
5 and 5, and I had a hard time keeping track of the names, but I'm not attached to them like you guys are.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, but you more recognize like the type of vehicle they are too.
yeah. It was just the first movie. It was really hard to distinguish the Autobots and Decepticons, and even just I don't know if it was just because they were blurry, the CGI wasn't as good. It was just really hard to make out who was fighting who was in what scenes.
Yeah, I think that's just if we're gonna talk about like bad parts of the movie.
Oh,
Then-
I guess we can.
Yeah, I think it's just from moving the camera around too much. Like
Yeah.
any other action movie nowadays, they don't keep a shot steady
Yeah, I
to
don't.
see
I
action.
don't understand why they shake the camera.
Yeah, shaky cameras to I don't know, either make it harder for animators or make it easier for animators. But
Maybe for easier,
yeah,
but
I
still.
don't know. But it's how they do it nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to go on to our next category, section. So that's it. So we have a 6-word description of the movie. And I guess I'll go first. So mine does not involve the word robot, surprisingly, but my Sell That Sip is a good popcorn movie for guys. So you have robots, you have explosions. So that was it. The good popcorn movie for guys. But you have robots, you have explosions, you have Megan Fox, you have guns
that
and
body scene,
military.
too.
Huh?
That body scene too.
Yeah.
I
Cars.
was wondering if I could ride you home. I mean, drive you home.
I think he says give you a ride home. I always thought it was drive you home. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the combination of everything is like a guy, like what a guy enjoys.
like a classic action movie.
Classic action movie, but like to the tenfold
Tenfold squared
squared
times 2.
times 2. More than meets the eyes. I'm surprised that wasn't the tagline for this movie. More than meets the eyes. But-
I'm guessing they wanted to appeal to a wider audience, maybe.
Maybe.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'll go.
Okay.
For mine, it's dull but mindless fun with robots.
Dole?
Yeah,
Why Dole?
because like some of the jokes are really,
I really enjoyed the comedy.
really dated. Like some of the jokes are really dated.
I really enjoyed
Wait,
the
like
comedy.
what?
You enjoy
I'm
a lot
done.
of stuff that I don't find funny at all. There's a lot of jokes that are relevant to the time period.
The time period?
Huh.
I don't recall too many of them.
I don't recall because I fell asleep halfway through
Maybe
the movie
yeah,
yesterday.
they flew past me maybe, and I just enjoyed it anyways.
I know, but it's definitely like it's a movie you can just shut your brain off and you enjoy
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of like there's also a lot of just kind of standing around between action scenes. Like
You talking about in the desert?
mhm.
Okay, when all the army people are just standing around and talking and
And
wait, what about the Scorpion Transformer?
he came up yeah.
What's his name?
He came out of.
He's not an actual he's a
He's a baby Decepticon.
I don't know how the Decepticons work, but they all have some of them have like
divisions in within
like
them.
small small ones within them.
just like Barricade had the little robot.
That's so cool. Why don't the robots have that?
Because then they wouldn't be the heroes.
Yeah, they have to be the
They have to
underdogs.
overcome the challenges.
Exactly.
Ah. Well,
And then there's also that one scene where you're talking that the CGI is bad, where they're standing in the like sunset or whatever. It was Optimus and the rest of the
Autobots?
Autobots. Yeah,
Scorpionox, is that his name? Right?
Yeah, I think it's
maybe I don't
Or am
know.
I
Possibly.
thinking about Power Rangers?
You might be thinking.
Which scene?
What scene is it?
Did you fall asleep before that part?
Yeah, it's towards the end.
Wait, which scene?
It's like the end scene?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Um.
I'm Optimus Prime. I'm sending this message that he's surviving Autobots.
No.
No?
Not that far back. Before the final fight scene, they're like standing around.
The Hoover Dam?
Maybe.
Maybe, because that one was not the best. I don't know. Anyways,
Anyways,
Elber has not said his.
Oh,
Sell That
I
Sip.
only have 4 words.
What were the last 2 words you tacked on? Do you remember them?
No.
No, I think you do. You just don't want to say them.
I deleted them.
Well, you better say them too.
Nope.
that's not fair because I made mine 6 just for the.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I only have 4.
Oh my god. Howard's bad at following instructions.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Cool explosions. Okay, I'll add some
Yeah,
filler
I would add
words.
some
I'll
words.
I'll add some filler words. Cool explosions. Bloom. Action.
Orlando Bloom's not in this film.
Just say your 4 words because this is bad. This is bad.
Bloom. Cool explosions. Action.
Bloom?
Bloom. Like
why? How?
On the screen, it's just
And
light.
that's the
Yeah.
effect called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good. But that's all Michael Bay right there. That effect. Is,
That's why it's my tagline.
Yeah. What were the last 2 words that you had?
I did have. They were not good. it was like John's like,
Taz.
huh? I mean, it was just it had robot. One of them was robot, but that was boring.
See, I included robot just for you, and then you.
Well, okay, I'll add robot back.
That's fine.
Cool robot explosions.
Nice.
Lube. Action.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. That's 5.
Oh, I wasn't say stop lubricating on the man, but that's only 5. All right. So the plot is the Decepticons are trying to steal some information to resurrect Megatron and get the Allspark,
The Allspark.
and
The
the
Allspark.
Autobots just conveniently happen to be on Earth along with the Autobot.
Well, Bumblebee was
yeah.
conveniently on Earth.
I know-
He's a
I don't
scout,
know.
though.
He's a scout.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that in the movie.
I mean, they don't specifically say that he is.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. Okay. Megatron has been on there since the 1930s or 40s on Earth. He crash landed.
That's when he was discovered.
Yeah, that's when he was discovered. So he could have been there
Yep.
earlier.
Yep.
Could have been there earlier. And
We do get this information later on in another movie.
Yeah, well, in this movie, they say they date him back. Well, Megatron's dated back to 10,000 BC, but he's landed there for a while now.
Yeah.
yeah. So why did Bumblebee decide to just go after Sam? Maybe he barely put the stuff on eBay.
Exactly.
That's probably what it was.
I think Bumblebee's doing the same amount of research that the Decepticons are.
Yeah,
so
Decepticons. Yeah.
I know. I
That
stumbled
was
over
bad.
that. The Decepticons.
That's okay.
But
Sorry.
yeah, I think that at the same time, Bumblebee figured it out.
Yeah.
So he tracked down
So he was just
Sam faster than the other guy.
he was
the
just like
barricade.
waiting around until he could find Sam, be his guardian for a little bit. And so why did he have to be bought? Why couldn't he just go and left a note on the steering wheel, Uncle Jimmy gave me a car or something like that, or
Wait.
so why did he spend $5,000 to get
4,000.
$4,000 to get this car if he could have just drove up?
Because they're in hiding.
Yeah,
they don't
but
want. I mean,
how are they gonna know if
Bumblebee's
Uncle
not-
Jimmy just leaves a car for him?
but Bumblebee doesn't just want to show up. He knows how to be a scout. He's got to let Sam into the family.
He could have transformed into a really shitty Camaro and then got the price even lower for Sam. Why do you have to make it so difficult where he almost didn't get it? Like, he had to destroy every single car in that lot to be bought by Sam.
Because that's how movies work.
You wanted us to explain the in-universe movie of Transformers?
No. I'm just saying. He could have made it easier. He could have just drove up. He could have just, I don't know.
Make a fake note from a fake uncle?
No, I'm not a fake uncle. If he researched top secret information, I'm pretty sure he could have Facebooked
Yeah.
Sam. Anyways.
Well, okay, we could talk about Bumblebee's thoughts and actions.
I just thought about that. Like, why
Yeah.
did he wait? Probably because he was saving up for the car. Barely
Yeah.
put stuff on eBay, whatever.
How else would you tie in the Beetle?
The Beetle,
The bug.
the actual
The-
bug.
Yeah.
Like
The
that's his
BMW.
first.
Yeah.
I would have just made Bumblebee the Beetle at the beginning.
Yeah.
Been 4,000 or whatever, 3,000, really cheap, really ugly, old Volkswagen Beetle, and then he transforms into the Camaro anyway.
But I think they want to do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I was a long time ago when I was watching something about Transformers. They wanted to keep, I think it was the bonus stuff on the DVD I have. They wanted to keep the volume of the robots, keep the mass of the robot to the car.
Yeah.
So they want to match the size of the robot to the car. So the bug might be too small.
It is too small.
Yeah.
It is definitely too small.
Like Optimus transformed into a truck because he's that big.
He's that big.
Jazz
Makes
transforms
sense.
into that. I think it was a
Okay.
Porsche
Yeah.
because he's that
Jinx.
small.
Or is it? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know much about cars, so I don't want to embarrass myself.
Yeah, me neither.
It might have been a Corvette.
Corvette, the
that was
nice
a,
sports car.
that was a Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
That was Jazz. It was a Cadillac.
Damn it.
Oh, Cadillac.
It's okay.
There we go.
I remember seeing him
Two
step on the
guesses
sign.
and no rights.
and I'm not good with cars either. So
What's Ironhide? He's a
isn't he like an ambulance or some sort?
no, that's Ratchet.
He was some Chevy big car.
The truck.
Chevy or
Yeah.
GMC? Was he
There's
the big
a
black
GMC
truck?
Yeah, it's the GMC truck.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, GMC, General Motor Company. I think that's what it stands for. All right, so let's talk about the good of the movie, the tasty of the movie, the metallic taste to this movie.
Shut up.
So, what did you guys enjoy about this movie?
It's fun. It's action packed.
I liked. Not that I didn't like the Autobots or the Decepticons. I just thought the action when they were moving around was a little bit too blurry, too zoomed in. Almost, it wasn't even stylized. It was just
But
zoomed
wait,
in.
is this something you like?
I was going to the bad. I'm sorry.
Jeez, man.
Okay, so let's go into the good, the fun.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
I know. I just I don't know. You were talking about the robots, and I went on a
You
tangent.
wanted to comment on it.
Yeah, sorry. I really enjoyed the humor in this movie. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just really dumb, really stupid humor. When
Uncle Bobby B, baby.
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby B.
I love that. Hey, mammy! Aw!
If I had a stone, I'd bust it for you.
Go ahead over.
Get your cousin out of that clown suit.
Mega smelly, I'm hot and whatever. He just.
Yeah.
I love the humor was fun in this movie. I didn't remember it being this funny. Trying to think back to it, I didn't remember it being this funny.
I remember it being funny, like, but you know, like I said, some of the jokes are still I'm still trying to remember some, but
I loved all the humor in this movie.
yeah, there were some that just didn't affect me as much as it did when it first came out, just because
It's
Yeah.
older. It's a little bit older.
Yeah, but that's bound to happen with anything. So
Yeah.
Wait, what's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Mojo. My
Did
dog's
you-
name is Mojo.
It's also a Chihuahua.
That's Chihuahua. Same color, same everything, just no
That's-
broken leg.
That's what I imagined.
My sister.
That's a joke that didn't really land for me. Is when he's like, "You're putting a girl jewelry on a male dog."
That's his bling.
Yeah, that's his bling. I was just like,
That's how Mama's gonna be.
That's how a mom's
That's
gonna
how
be.
Mama's gonna be.
eh.
But it didn't land for you. That's okay.
That one didn't land for
Ah
me.
man, there was something I was gonna say and I can't remember what it was.
Mojo peeing on Ironhide.
No. That was okay. That wasn't too funny. But when he gets caught by the police officers after seeing Bumblebee shoot the Autobot light
Yeah.
up there, they catch him and they're like, "Oh, are you on any drugs?
Oh.
Pee on the cup." He goes, is this what the kids are doing today? A little bit of mojo. I thought that was funny, but then my dog's named Mojo, so I'm probably
Yes.
biased.
Like I remember, first time I heard Mojo in the movie, then I immediately thought about your dog. Oh, Jessie has a dog named Mojo.
I think subconsciously, I don't know, maybe I thought about it. Maybe this movie has a bigger impact than I thought.
The pheromone levels suggest he wants to mate with the female.
I mean, I would, yeah, I like the robot talk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
lubricants and
Yeah. I enjoyed
Really
it.
educated.
yeah.
I enjoyed the dialogue was sometimes a little goofy, but the humor hit for me. If the action wasn't so shaky, I think I would have liked it more. But I think they were trying to mask the fact that maybe the CGI wasn't where it needed to be at the time.
Yeah.
It definitely gets a lot better in the sequels.
It looks good. It looks good when the
They're
robots are standing still.
very still.
So they can animate it.
Yeah.
And then they put a lot of work into when the robots transform.
Yeah, a lot of work. It's just a little blurry, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I remember a couple shots that really landed for me in the desert when that scorpion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him the scorpion.
The
Scorpio.
Yep.
I don't know. The scorpion guy, he jumps out of the sand and you see Tyrese and three guys like running. That scene was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That one was cool. When
I need a credit card. It's in my back pocket.
which pocket? You have 10 back pockets. Left cheek, left cheek, left cheek.
Okay, maybe I'm just being like.
I love the humor in this movie.
There's probably more that I like than I don't.
I think
like.
you just fell asleep halfway through and then you didn't remember all that.
I don't think it's as dated as you think it is.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it
don't,
is.
I don't. Now that I'm, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
You gotta rewatch it.
I gotta rewatch it again.
I like the humor. Um, what else did you guys like about this movie besides Megan Fox?
I didn't say I liked Megan Fox in this movie,
Oh well, her acting wasn't good, but
and she's not the prettiest.
she's pretty cute.
I think I like the one from the third movie better than.
Ah, no way, no way.
I'm trying to remember the
Don't
third
tell
movie.
me who I can like more.
Well, she's definitely not prettier.
Well, you're definitely not prettier either. So,
Maybe I am. Um,
Albert, what did you like about the movie?
Other than the robots, I like the scenes where they're fighting in the city.
At the end? Or
Yeah, toward the end. Yeah.
When the
go ahead, sorry.
when the when the humans were fighting with them, right? The like
Yeah, that their struggle against the robots, the
I think
Decepticons.
at that point, like the animation, the action wasn't as choppy and
Yeah, wasn't as choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
just to kind of go on a tangent because
Okay.
um when we watch movies like this that involve like giant robots or monsters or stuff like that, I really enjoy when they show it from the perspective of the humans. So like Godzilla, the one that came out in
2014.
2014,
Yep.
Yes.
I enjoyed it because it's from their perspective and you could relate. And so whenever they show like scenes like that, I prefer that over showing like the giant like jumbled action stuff.
Yeah, we care more about the human struggle
Yeah.
against whatever giant thing.
Yeah.
If they can win or not. Like Godzilla, they don't win, but
I think if he was like more direct, I think if the director and the writer was more like focused on that,
yeah.
I think they could do an interesting Transformers movie.
Yeah. I was hoping the Autobots would team up with the humans sooner in the movie.
Yeah.
Um,
But they weren't trusting of them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I
I-
think to speed it along that would have helped.
I think it was around. Dang, sorry. I think it was around the perfect time that they teamed up. I just think that the movie was too long.
Yeah.
So how long did you say it was? An hour.
2 hours and 23 minutes.
So I think if they could have cut that down to like
2 hours.
2 hours or an hour 50, maybe,
Yeah.
that it wouldn't have seemed like that long. But like I said, I definitely feel like there's a lot of parts where it's just
Kind of dragging.
it doesn't need to be in there.
Yeah. Like what, for example, what would you cut out from Transformers?
A lot of the NSA stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's
NSA.
the point of that girl and her?
Exactly. She's not relevant.
Oh, and who's that? The black guy who's doing the dancing. What was his name?
Oh, the one with the
Anderson? Was that
Yeah.
something Anderson?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I just didn't think it was necessary.
Yeah, neither of them. Like,
Yeah.
her bringing up the signal might be not another country. Like, that doesn't move the plot along because they're still researching it.
You
They're
see-
still reacting to the other countries moving around.
Yeah. That's
Um,
true.
Him explaining that this is a weird signal and then finding the
those two and the Secretary of Defense are like just kind of useless characters to me.
A little, yeah. Not necessary.
Like after the beginning of the movie, they're not really in it until the
Sector
end of-
7 comes around.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, what was the point of introducing them to us when you could have focused on, like, developing Sam's character or
Yeah.
Or the captain's.
Michaela's.
Yeah.
It
I
cuts
feel-
too much.
I feel like the captain, and Tyrese's character,
There were more what?
they were more interesting,
Yes.
and we could have spent more time with them than
Yeah. Then Sam?
even than with Sam.
You think Sam should have been not in the movie at all or a side character? He is
I think he should have been the main character, but
more
he
focused on him?
I mean, it's fun because in the original cartoon you have your original guy, like you have one original human interacting with the robots. So I think it's fine having Sam being the main
Okay.
But
character
like
here.
I'm saying that they should have split the time between those two groups more.
Versus
The
all
third,
the
yeah.
all the other people.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's just those scenes just weren't interesting to me at all. Even at the end where they're fighting that one little robot, it's just kind of like
Oh, the
in the
she's
They're
like
in that
shooting.
old storage room
Yeah.
trying to send out a signal.
Yeah. No, that wasn't a cool scene, I guess.
it was all right, but I mean,
I mean, but it didn't really impact them. No one got hurt. It just stalled them sending a message out.
That's true. Oh, well.
Even if they made the call out sooner, like that wouldn't have changed anything really.
Mhm. So I think
Yeah.
I think we've already transitioned over to the bad. So let's continue with some of the bad stuff or maybe
you know
good
what?
stuff.
Oh,
Oh, your hand.
my hand. Just to add another good thing on.
Okay.
Like, I think that some of the robots, well, actually most of the like Transformers had like really good, like they did good with their personalities and stuff like that. Even like ones that don't have voice, like the little tiny one.
But yeah. Um I liked each did have their own personality and they had their own, especially Decepticons. They had their
Yeah.
own weapons that were really cool or just really distinguishable besides the Autobots. Like the Autobots kind of, besides the color, kind of blended together
Yeah, it
to
didn't help
me.
with that a lot of their scenes were in the dark.
Yeah. When it becomes more light outside, daytime
Yeah, in the city.
in the city, it's better
Yeah.
than in the dark, most definitely.
I think for the Decepticons, even though they didn't really talk a whole lot, they didn't have a whole lot of like scenes, meaning that they didn't like have scenes for them.
Mm.
I think they did a good job of showing their personalities and characterizing them that way.
Yeah. All right, so
We'll go to the bad now.
we're going to the bad now.
Yeah.
That's gross. What's the bad about this movie? I didn't like the shaky action.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the
this.
action was really bad in this
Yeah,
movie.
I think it spawned the shaky cam, like, popularity
Yeah.
a lot.
Um.
But yeah, in the beginning of the movie, it was pretty bad.
Mm.
But I think they're just trying to, like in the beginning, they're following the soldiers,
Yeah.
how chaotic the intro is
Mm-hmm.
with it's not barricade,
It's Frenzy?
Frenzy, yeah, the
Frenzy?
helicopter
Yeah.
I
coming
didn't
in.
understand how they escaped
What do you mean?
because he's sending off those sound blasts that like evaporate people.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where he's like following Tyrese is like right under him,
Yeah.
and then he runs under that tank or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But right after that, they cut to a scene where he's shooting off the sound waves that's evaporating everything that's near.
Yeah.
So I didn't really understand how.
Yeah, they just get lucky or something.
Plot armor.
They didn't show it.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another,
Then
go ahead.
then like I said, the whole useless characters.
Yeah.
I one thing that I really look forward to in a movie is like character development.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like one where I just felt like there wasn't any from Sam and Michaela really.
Who developed in this movie?
Just the Autobots.
Just their relationship, that's it. And
Yeah.
then not really the Autobots because they didn't learn anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true,
They
too.
already cared about the humans. They didn't want to hurt them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Sam doesn't contribute much. I mean, yeah, it's more of an action movie than
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but you know.
yeah. Yeah.
I just enjoy character development and seeing growth, and it's just not there for me. So
Yeah.
That's like who actually grows in this movie as a person or a robot?
No one.
Bumblebee slightly?
Eh,
No.
he just
Just
develops like
just a close relationship
he
to Sam, but
he's pretty consistent with his personality throughout the whole movie. I don't know. I just it was just
maybe it was his job to protect Sam, and then he wanted to be with Sam afterwards because Sam cared about him. But that's it.
maybe.
permission to speak. I wish to stay with the boy. That was like his voice is weird.
I think that's so bad.
Well, I don't think that was his own voice either. It was
You
still
think it
from
was
the
a-
radio.
You think it was a radio voice?
Because I
No?
don't think he has his own voice in the second movie either.
But they said
They were
permission
working
granted,
on
old
this.
friend. Permission granted, old friend. So that was his voice. Optimus.
Well,
says
him
that.
responding doesn't mean it's his voice.
I think
Optimus
it is.
responding doesn't
Well,
mean.
it said-
I think it's
I
his
think
own
his own
voice too.
I think it is.
But because it doesn't, in most of the scenes where it's not his voice, you hear the radio, the little like
Oh, the
Yeah.
crackling.
the crackling. Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah. So
So I'm pretty sure it was his own voice, and I think it was like that bad that they just like, let's just have him keep talking with the radio throughout the movie,
Yeah.
or
Like-
throughout the next movies, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Cause it was, like, I don't know, I didn't like that scene.
no. What else? What else am I? I have some notes here. So, well, this would be more in questions than anything.
You are really unprepared today.
You are too.
I know, but I'm
Um,
contributing.
Why? So, we're going. Do you have any more bad about the movie? Besides,
I mean, yeah, just overall that everything to do with the analysts and the NSA, they didn't contribute much. If it was any real representation, then she wouldn't have been able to download something like that easily.
that easily,
Yeah.
it would have restricted her from downloading.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened like that easily that she could just walk out with information like that and then
Yeah.
bring it to someone that is supposedly really good at signal analysis and then him not being related to the government.
But there's people like that out there.
I know, but then it's having the software to also analyze that same signal
From a home computer.
from a home computer. I mean, you can buy fancy stuff, but then having the software too to analyze it, probably not the same consumer stuff that you could buy.
She probably made his own stuff.
Possibly.
Possibly, but
But like we know nothing about this character.
Yeah.
But he knows everything that she knows.
That's true.
it's just in there to progress the plot
Yeah,
forward.
and somehow get them into the same chopper as Sam and Michaela,
And
the defense.
they were already back by then, though.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't have any more bad. It's just
I mean, it's a movie to advertise the cars. So
Yeah.
you see all the car plates and
yeah,
profiles,
cars and toys.
cars and toys. So sell cars and toys.
So toys and bigger toys for
Yeah.
big boys.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think that's plot and
Character development,
some character
lack thereof.
development.
it's true. Some of the acting wasn't good. Some of the dialogue wasn't super good. Yeah, I think that's it for the bad. Do you have any questions? What's that flavor? So we're gonna.
What question do you have?
I have. So this is not including the second movie. This is without the
Obviously, yeah.
second
Yeah,
movie. So I guess the second movie changes this. So they just mentioned that it was the cube that intertwined the fate of the humans and the Transformers, but in the second one, they had the huge sun-stealing generator.
So let's
So-
not go into that then.
Okay, well,
Because, I mean, obviously, and this is just because bad writing and everything,
yeah,
they, every movie after this,
Yeah.
something in the past happens that connects them.
yeah,
So like no matter it's really bad writing.
yeah.
Like it's just terrible.
Do you know if the Bumblebee movie is a prequel or a reboot to the Transformers? Is it both?
thought it was its own separate universe.
You think it's its own separate universe?
I haven't watched Bumblebee,
I haven't watched it
but
either,
either.
but
I was just guessing. I imagine it's a prequel
I thought it was a prequel too.
because he's a bug in that movie.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a separate thingamabob.
And then in that movie, I think he also doesn't talk, right?
I believe so. I think it's his voice processor's damaged or something still.
Yeah. So I'm imagining that's the first movie.
I would think so too, but I think it's a prequel
'Cause
slash reboot.
You also don't see the other Autobots, right?
I don't know. I think it's only Bumblebee,
Yeah.
and then probably one other one.
One Decepticon,
I think one Decepticon.
because I think this is when they're first initially scouting. Have you seen
Yeah.
the movie?
We bought it, but
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't seen it.
All right. Well, we will learn then,
Yeah, we will.
and we can address it some other time.
everything that I'm skimming over is just kind of saying it's a prequel.
Yeah.
But
Prequel.
yeah, we'll get into it when
We get to Bumblebee.
we get to that movie.
Okay.
Okay.
If we get to that movie, which we probably will. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not either. It's just getting you through the next 4 bad ones.
Yeah.
5,
4. You're right. 5, 4, 5, 4.
4 before Bumblebee.
Honestly, I don't have any questions because
It was just so many badness and plot holes that.
yeah,
And yeah, they left the ending open to make a sequel on purpose.
Yeah. Knowing that it was gonna make a bunch of money.
Yeah, happy ending. They have a shard of the Allspark. Nothing too cryptic.
Yeah.
They left it open. I mean, they closed it.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
And
Yeah.
they left it open for a sequel because why wouldn't they make a sequel to
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Optimus Prime asked Sam to put the cube in his chest if it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just think about just holding Megatron down and just putting it in Megatron's chest like Sam did in the end?
Well,
Like,
because Optimus doesn't think that way.
he doesn't think.
He's a savior, not a.
Yeah, but
If he didn't have to fight, he wouldn't.
yeah, that's true. But Sam actually did something smart, like
Yeah.
kill off Megatron.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good. Sam's smart at the end.
I think he was smart the whole time. But he's just a kid compared to
That's
these
true.
robots, to
Yeah.
authority. Like he can't do much.
Yeah,
He's not a soldier.
he says that in the movie too. I can't do this.
I can't do this. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he has to run all the way,
Yeah,
like 5 miles away.
with the cube in his hand.
So you did pretty good job.
He did a really good job.
Like full on sprinting, while a bunch of robots run next to him. So.
Right, trying to kill you, running after you. Why did the Autobots? I guess this is just because Decepticons are evil, but Decepticons, I believe the description is also like to gain knowledge and power or whatever for their benefit. But they had
Yep.
so much more effective and cooler weapons than the Autobots, and the Autobots came to Earth knowing that they were probably gonna meet Decepticons.
I mean, but they probably they were outgunned because for whatever reason.
Yeah, but
Same reason they lost the war on Cybertron.
yeah, but still, the Decepticons are so much more cool and powerful in this movie.
Yeah.
They should have.
The bad guys are always much cooler and powerful in movies.
Well, we should make a movie.
Yeah.
be
Oh,
the
I
opposite way.
guess I want to add to something cool. They had a lot of practical effects
They did.
from when I watched the bonus features.
You watch the
Um,
bonus features?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
not recently, but a while ago.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, a lot of explosions were real.
Mhm.
Pretty much all of them were real.
Yep.
A lot of car explosions were real. Car stunts were real.
Yes.
The bus exploding on the highway, that's real.
That was cool. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was shot in Arizona.
Yep, it was.
I think it was.
It was.
I just remember where it was shot. I don't remember which freeway.
It's, I think, the 303 going northwest,
303?
going toward Vegas.
Okay. Okay.
Should we rate it now then?
Yeah, we should rate it. So, wait,
What
do
do-
we
what
do
do we-
10 or do we do 5? What type
Out of
of
10.
system? Out of 10?
Out of 10.
How are you rating it though? Like,
Overall. as a movie.
I'll give it
Okay, let's do action, visuals, story slash plot, and then we'll do the robot and human, I guess. We gotta separate it for
What do you mean the
Pacific Rim.
robot and human?
Like, how do you like the robots, and how are the human characters?
Okay.
Okay, so action, visual, plot, robots, and humans. Okay, so action. How was action rating action out of 10?
9.
You thought it was a 9?
Yes.
Okay.
What about you?
I thought the action was like closer to 6.5, maybe a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
Too shaky for my taste. Too zoomed in. When
So you didn't get to see enough
I
action.
didn't get to see enough. I seen like really close shots of like their heads and their shoulders, but not.
Yeah.
There was very few shots where they were kind of zoomed out and fighting.
True. Yeah, I can see that.
So I didn't get to see the robots fighting.
Would
got to
you
see
consider that more visuals than action though? Oh no, I guess you could include it.
It's
Yeah.
like really shaky some points.
I'd
but-
give it a 9 as well.
You give it a 9 for action?
Well, I mean, because
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the action itself. Like, there's lots of it, lots of explosions.
That was just all cuts to explosions, and there was no like robots in the scenes. There was just explosions filmed and then put together.
I mean,
I
it
was like-
depends. If you want to describe it that way, then I would rate the actions lower.
I do. That's how I describe it. Like they just did like we want explosions here, and we're just gonna insert a robot somewhere in between all this craziness.
I mean, I was thinking about, like, when there is action, how good is it? So,
I still leave mine alone.
That's
but
fine. I mean,
Okay.
so
like,
go ahead.
when you see, what's his name?
What's your favorite action scene in this movie? Favorite action scene
On the highway,
on the highway?
where what's the guy's name
Bone
with the claw?
Crusher?
Bone Crusher is chasing Optimus Prime
Yeah.
through the highway. Bone Crusher's like skating on his wheels, go through that bus,
Yeah.
tackle Optimus Prime while
I think
Prime is transforming.
my favorite is like right after that between was it Bumblebee and Ironhide against the
Starscream.
wasn't there a
Starscream?
tank?
There was a tank. Who was a tank?
I think that was Bone Crusher. He changed into that tank.
Did he?
No, because Optimus killed him.
Killed. Well,
Oh
God, didn't-
yeah.
Didn't you kill him? Or I
Well,
think he-
whoever the tank guy was, yeah.
Tank guy.
Well, there was but there's a tank guy. So that scene, and then like where that action scenes where I'm pretty sure it's Ironhide and Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, and Ironhide. No, it's Ironhide and Jazz
No.
It's,
in the city, right?
Yeah, and then
Where
they-
Ironhide does a flip with his guns.
over the slow motion.
Yeah, that's Jazz.
That's Ironhide.
No,
Ironhide
the
and
Ironhide
Jazz.
did the scene, but I'm trying to think of who the other.
Jazz jumps onto the guy's shoulders.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, he does jump onto the guy's shoulders. Yeah. Okay. So it's 3 against 1.
It was 2 against 1.
2 against
2
1.
against 1.
And then the humans end up helping out.
Shooting him in his
But yeah,
undercarriage.
that action scene was pretty cool, and just the slow motion, and then he does the little spin over the missile.
Yeah. And then dodging like 4 missiles and jumping over the lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same scene.
Yeah.
Same scene.
Yeah. That was a good scene too.
She's just looking
Ah!
as missiles fly. I don't know why she's the only human still in the road, but you know.
Maybe she's hurt.
So the action is rated highly on your scale.
Yeah.
Both ears 9s.
When there is action, it's good.
Yeah. Action, visuals. So I'm like talking about CGI and everything. What do you think about the
So CGI and cinematography?
Both. I guess we're separating them.
We're separating them now.
We're separating them now. Now we have 6 categories.
All right, so CGI first.
CGI first.
When there are slow shots, it's really good.
Yes.
When there is action, it's not so good. For me.
Okay. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
it's 2007, so it's not the best CGI, but still, that's pretty good for its time.
Yeah.
When the robots are standing still and they're just talking, it looks good, but when they're transforming or they're moving around, there's usually a lot of blurriness and unclearness to it.
Other than the one time you
Mm.
slowly see Optimus Prime reveal himself, that's really good.
That
I
one was
think.
good.
Like,
That was probably one of my favorite visually
yeah, like
CGI
metal
scenes.
moving around, wheels turning,
Yeah,
setting into each other.
yeah, that
Like
was
that
pretty
was
cool.
awesome.
That was awesome. Your turn. What do you think
I
about
agree.
CGI?
I agree.
Yeah, there's not a lot much to complain. I mean, comments about the movie.
Yeah.
to, uh,
Next
yeah,
one.
CGI. So cinematography. Yeah, I agree with you. Shaky cam.
Yeah.
They're pretty much going hog wild with it.
hmm It was pretty shaky, and that was like one of the biggest things that made me like not like the action. Was majority of it was shaky cam, and then you couldn't see anything. It was too zoomed in, and but that was action scenes. Anyways,
Yeah, they probably did that to make it seem more actiony. Like
yeah.
you see metal moving around, and then oh, that's action. So
That's the tagline. Metal moving around.
it's
Action.
action time.
Action time. That's a better tagline than their war our world. Better.
They should have made it more than meets the eye, but
They
whatever.
should have. They did throw that line in though.
Yeah, a couple
Do
times.
you think I'm shallow? I think there's more to
More
you
than
than
meets the eye.
than meets the eyes.
Yeah.
Stupid line. Stupid line. Visuals and Sigma cinematography. So it's action, CGI, visuals, story or plot. Kind of thin, a little bit.
It had
Yeah.
a story. Yeah, like
There was a climax, but no. There. Yeah, there was a climax, and then it straight to the conclusion. There's no twist, no fancy thing.
Yeah,
it's just a very basic story.
Yeah.
very basic.
Very
Yep.
basic.
You had like Captain Archibald Witwicky.
Yeah.
You had that storyline that kind of fed into Megatron and the Cube. You had Sam's storyline, the soldier storyline, Sector 7. Like there was a
Yep.
lot going on, but I think it blended like relatively well together. But
Yeah, it
there
was
wasn't
cohesive as a
Like yeah, it was
movie.
good. It was just very basic and to
yeah,
the point.
Yeah,
There
no
was-
no reveals. They explain everything.
yeah,
I guess technically the reveal would be Megatron, but I mean
yeah.
when he's underground and
Oh, that
In the
he's
dam.
the Iceman.
yeah.
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 Okay. But
But even still, like everyone saw that coming. Come on.
yeah, like it had to be something connecting to the Transformers. So Iceman, so it almost explained itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not like the abominable snowman is found and then
Yeah.
Could be.
Exactly.
Could be. He is the first Transformer.
exactly.
Humans. What do you think about the humans in this movie? Or which humans did you like? And we said that humans, half of them weren't necessary.
I mean, I like the
Did you like the humans in this movie overall?
yeah.
Or did you
Oh,
dislike them?
yeah.
Overall, no.
Overall.
I think-
no?
Overall, no.
I only
Oh.
cared about the soldiers because they fought the Transformers.
Not even Sam?
I mean, not really.
Really?
He did,
Okay.
he didn't
like
do
I
much
said,
for me.
Alan cared about the soldiers as well, and that's not even half the character. So I definitely didn't care about the humans.
Okay. Okay. I thought they were going to be more favorable about them, but they're
Yeah.
okay. Like,
Like
They-
they didn't. What did Sam really do?
He was just there with the Autobots.
He ran around and complained.
yeah. He gave his
Okay,
dog
though.
some pain pills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He was
not a
just
car.
there to be. I think it could have been a better movie with only the soldiers interacting with the Autobots.
That's what we got with Godzilla, and
Yeah.
that was not so enjoyable. I don't know. I think if you're watching, skipping to Godzilla, I think that with the soldiers, at least what's his name? Kick-Ass's name?
I forget.
Aaron Taylor Johnson. I just think that he was too boring. But these soldiers were definitely not as boring.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
for
were.
Yeah,
sure,
they had
for sure.
personality.
These had personality. So
Yeah, like
I guess you could, if they did that, either go the Sam Wiki and Michaela way, or go the soldier way. They could have did just one of those, and it would have been
I
probably
mean,
a better movie.
Yeah, I mean, like if they went the soldier way, then they could have had Bumblebee attach himself to the captain or Epps or someone.
I don't agree
know.
with that.
I don't think they would.
I mean, they could have.
They could have, but I don't think Bumblebee would have jeopardized.
No, yeah, I agree. He wouldn't have done that, but like,
Yeah.
Bumblebee, yeah, they could have tried.
That's true. Fuck. Cause without Sam, I don't think you could have Bumblebee in there as
a guardian,
the main
Human, yeah.
main human,
main
In-
Autobot.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Sam.
No.
Oh, okay. Ambassador, human ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
It's-
you needed Sam in there at least for
that.
at least for that.
That's true. That sucks. I'm sorry, because I really enjoy the soldiers more than any other character. I
Me
mean,
too. It should have
I
been.
think
It should have been
I'm just gonna
Bernie Mac, main character.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here.
It's Bobby B getting money to fix his windows. Because $4,000 is not enough to fix all those windows.
No, it's not. Bumblebee comes in, destroys the. He attaches himself to Bobby
B.
Bobby
Bobby
Brown.
Bolivia.
I'm just kidding. It should have been him. I'm just kidding.
No.
It's Bobby
It
Trek.
should have been Mammy.
Should have Manny.
No, not Manny. Mammy.
Mammy. It should have been Mammy.
It should have been Mammy.
She can't even. Bumblebee can't talk and she can't even hear, so it'd been perfect. The robots. Overall.
Hold on.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Let's think of something real quick. How could they make it so it's just the soldiers?
How could they make it so it's just the soldiers?
Yeah.
I think, don't they do that kind of in the third movie?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about this movie.
All right, fudge.
With a third movie or a fourth movie?
It's neither of them.
Oh, never mind. I mean, they could have. I think they could have.
Actually, it's the second movie when they're hunting the Decepticon in
Shockwave.
Oh, in the beginning.
in what is it, China or Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
China.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Some
they did
Chinese
do that.
factory at the very beginning.
But that's
Very beginning.
after they had already established connection with them.
Yeah.
But like
Dang.
they,
Do you think?
Bumblebee definitely could have
I don't think
in this
so.
alternate timeline. He could have revealed himself to
It had to
some.
be another human character. It couldn't be a soldier. It had to be another human character.
Do you think they could have used a different?
A civilian employee of the government, probably.
Do you think they could have used another Autobot to attach to the humans?
It had to be Optimus Prime or Bumblebee, in my opinion. It couldn't have been.
Yeah,
couldn't have
someone
been-
more noticeable,
Yeah.
more notable.
Like Ratchet. No. Jazz couldn't do it. Who else was there?
Ironhide?
I don't think Ironhide could.
You don't think?
I think
could've-
Ironhide was a third recognizable out of the 5, but I don't think he could have.
Do you
I
think if he was a different vehicle, or just you don't think him as a character?
I think he couldn't have done it as a character.
I mean, at least the way they made his character.
Bumblebee or Optimus, it would had to have been them. But I don't think you would have wanted to blow your load with Optimus at the beginning. I think you wanted to save him for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it had to be Bumblebee in this situation.
At least
my
more
opinion.
characters know about Bumblebee or Optimus Prime because
Yeah.
of their names.
Yeah.
They're the big guys of the franchise.
Do you mean more people?
Yeah, more people know about those. If they knew anything about Transformers, might be one of those two. At least they know, hey, there's a Transformer that turns into a BMW Beetle.
Or start off the movie with Megatron frozen, and he breaks free, and that's what causes. He gets a hold of the cube, signals the Decepticons
I don't think you need
Autobots
that.
to
I don't
come
think
in.
you need that either.
No, you don't think so? I think it would have been cooler. Start off the movie where they're about
I
to
think,
transform Earth already.
Honestly, I think taking from Godzilla again, since we've already referenced it like several times.
Yeah.
I think if you just start off with that scene with Frenzy, and then they're in the desert, and you don't need to cut back, but like just go through everything they went through.
Yeah.
And have all these giant robots just kind of like
In the background.
in the background battling it out and stuff like that.
But then there would have been no human attachment, no emotion,
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Bumblebee when he loses his legs, like, kind of sad. Not gonna lie. Sam is the emotional attachment right there.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah.
versus being just in the background and you see just some random yellow guy's legs get blown off. Yellow robot's legs. We're not talking about
Let's move on to the what did you guys think about the robots?
uh
Transformers. They're not
I
robots.
thought
They're robots in disguise.
at the beginning, the first time I watched it, I didn't know who was who, but I was a kid.
Mhm.
So as a kid, it's hard to distinguish who was who besides Bumblebee, Optimus, and then Megatron and maybe Starscream, and everyone
Yeah.
else kind of was like a tank, or was he like a construction truck? Like, kind of hard to distinguish.
I agree. I mean, they didn't have when they were talking most of the time. They were in their car form, so you couldn't associate a face, and
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
true.
it makes it easier to look at, identify people,
So
things.
the robots were really hard for me to distinguish. So like, I couldn't tell who was who
Yeah.
until I got older.
And yeah, a lot of times
I could.
you hear them talking, but then they're in action at the same time, like
Yeah.
Jazz taunting Megatron or
Yeah,
climbing on top of
The tank.
the tank guy.
yeah.
We'll call him Tanker.
Tanker. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and then Tanker talks or Barricade might talk, but then you see
Tanker
just-
talks.
I think that's it's just your exposure to Transformers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I remember them all. Maybe it's just because but even then I remember them because most of them were what I grew up with. So
Yeah, like the movie introduces these robots as established characters pretty much.
yeah,
So you don't see them grow at
Yeah.
all. So
yeah.
Okay.
But just speaking now, like what do you guys?
I did not super memorable. If it's outside of Megatron, Optimus, Bumblebee, and Starscream, they're not really memorable. I didn't remember the names coming back into this movie.
Mhm.
And the second one, Mudflap, and like they're more memorable as they go along.
The twins.
The twins, but there's other like Autobots and Decepticons and stuff, and I think they're easier to distinguish. Like Megatron, you get to see more of in the second. It's just I think first one was really hard to you set them up, and the second one it's easier to kind of categorize them. CGI was better. I don't remember if there was much shaky cam as there was in this one. I don't remember, but
Okay.
I think it's easier to remember as you go along.
Okay.
The movies get better at distinguishing them.
Well, your mind's also maturing as the movies went on
Yeah, but
from
even,
back then.
That's true. But the Dinobots, like, way easier to distinguish. And then you
Come
have,
on.
and then you have the samurai.
Come on,
And then you have the
dude.
samurai. You have the
You went to
samurai.
the Dino. Anybody that doesn't know the Dinobots is like
Yeah,
a
but
pleb.
I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't
Chad.
confused. Like, they were super English, like easy to distinguish. You had the
I mean,
samurai.
yeah, they're
what,
giant dinosaurs.
what
What's his
was
name?
Age of the Sting? Who are you talking about?
What's the samurai's name?
I don't know.
Exactly.
His,
I don't
he's-
remember his name.
He's played by Ken Watanabe, but I don't remember.
Is that the only reason why you remember him?
Yeah, because
Exactly.
That's the only reason.
That doesn't
why.
make him a memorable
But
robot.
I remember him.
I don't know their names. Like after this this first three,
yeah.
I don't remember any Transformers names
Yeah, the first three.
except
were
for
like
the Dinobots, obviously, because it's like Grimlock and I forget the other three.
What was the names?
I only know Grimlock too.
Grimlock.
I only know Grimlock.
Dang it.
I don't think they say the other ones' names in
I
those.
think they do.
They might.
I don't remember though. Terror? No, that's not. I think I made that up. There's definitely. The pterodactyl has a name and it's gonna be super like we're gonna look it up and be like, oh yeah, that's the name.
Sludge, dude.
Sludge. What else? Who else?
Transformers Cinematic Universe. So there's Grimlock, Slug, Scorn, Strafe.
Scorn is a pterodactyl.
Slug is the Triceratops. Scorn
Yeah.
is the Spinosaurus, and Strafe is the
Pterodactyl.
Pterodon.
Pterodon. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't remember any of the names. Well, I guess they're not even memorable as they go on.
I told you.
Okay.
Like the original ones are the most memorable because it's um main characters from the TV show. I feel like
Uh-huh.
because even in the TV show, I remember Bumblebee, remember Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
I remember Ratchet because he's
The
an ambulance.
medical guy, yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember Ironhide much, but and then I don't remember going into the next movies. I don't remember who the Ferrari is. I just remember he has the cool accent,
Yeah.
the red one. It's
Was
a
he in
Ferrari,
second
right?
or third?
I think the second one.
I think he's in the second and third,
And third one?
possibly.
I don't remember. I guess I don't remember the robots as much as
Exactly.
I thought.
So I mean, I'm proving your point that they're not memorable, but
I guess,
Yeah,
yeah.
So robots as characters, like a 5 out of 10, 4 out of
Yeah.
10.
I would give it maybe like a 3.
Yeah.
4-ish.
Yeah.
So I guess they're not as memorable as I thought. So what was really good about this movie again? Action was, you guys said, was good. What else did you guys like about it? That was it, right? Pretty much just
You
the
like the
action?
comedy?
I like the comedy, yeah.
I
I love
yeah,
the comedy.
just the action and comedy, pretty much.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so
Overall, what would you guys rate this movie?
overall, like a
I'd give it a 6.
solid 6.
Yep.
I would say 6.
The action and comedy raise it up.
A little bit, yeah.
And then the story's not too bad where you can't. And I'm saying this because it's gonna play like a big factor to me
As the
going
future movies.
into the future movies. Yeah,
Yeah, you don't lose the plot. It's there.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a cube,
There's
and you take care of it.
there's within the main story. There's not really like a major plot hole. I
Yeah.
don't think.
I mean, there's a plot, and that's it.
Yeah. So
Nothing
Okay.
fancy.
Yeah.
I'd give it a solid 6. It's not passing as a movie, but it's not.
It's barely passing. I say it's barely passing.
You think a D is passing?
A D is barely passing.
Wow.
In regular high school, we're not talking about a
In
college
life.
prep school. We're just talking about if you get a D in high school, you pass. But if we're going to college, then they're not gonna. If you're going to college, you're not gonna be going to a good college. So
Okay.
you barely pass.
Okay.
So I'm giving it. So wait, has our perspective flipped a little bit? Like I'm a little bit more positive and you're a little more negative. Would you say then going into this rewatch?
Going into this rewatch, I wasn't really expecting a good movie.
Really?
No, I enjoy them, but they're not good movies.
Oh, okay. I thought you seen them more in a positive light.
I mean, I do because
Did it drop a little bit or did it go up? Or
no,
stay the same?
It stayed around the same
Oh,
because
really?
it just plays on my nostalgia and that's it.
Oh, I don't have the nostalgia to go by.
Yeah. Nostalgia only, and then as a movie, it's bad. So.
My view went up slightly.
I think that I think it could have been a really great movie.
Bumblebee is really good, I hear.
I think that for these movies, it could
Yeah.
have been a really great movie. I think that it just had bad. I don't even want to say it's bad writing because it's really basic writing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been good movies that are just really basic.
Pacific Rim, for example.
We're not going into that yet. But I feel like the director.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the best director for the movie. I don't really know a whole lot about directors, but I can say that this,
They could pick
Michael
someone
Bay.
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you pick?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really good with directors, but there are directors out there that could take something really simple and make it into
Like the Russo brothers.
I think just the whole series would be hard to make into a good movie because
This,
basically the Transformers were made to sell toys, the animated series too. So it I don't think
Everything's
you can
made to
get.
sell something.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I agree, but I don't think you can get much of a movie and make.
I think if you tell it in a different light and show
Yeah.
it from a different
If
perspective,
if you can somehow make the Autobots like characters someone can connect with,
yeah.
yeah, it's because they're. I guess you would say the adult version of humans, right? They're adult robots. They're not kids. They're almost established characters, like I was saying earlier. And their only struggle isn't, at least in this movie, not with themselves, but with the Decepticons, and it's just a basic rule the world.
I would argue for this perspective that um you would need to connect more to adults than kids.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Uh-huh.
so I definitely think they could have done that. I think that's we've kind of referenced it that if they told it from like a different light that
Oh yeah,
it could have been
Better.
better.
yeah,
Jinx.
got
Who'd you
me.
jinx? Albert?
Albert.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, like we weren't even close.
I don't think it's fair to jinx because you agree on something at the same time. Like, come on.
You said the word at the same time.
I know, but then that's like
Choose a
uh,
different word.
We're not gonna
Choose a different
we're
word.
not gonna have a podcast about.
yes, we are. It is now.
But yeah, I think this could have been done better.
I kind of include this in the kaiju type of movie. These are giant robots.
Yeah.
So would you say this is better than
We're comparing
Godzilla?
it to a kaiju movie, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So-
you say it's better than Godzilla?
Nope.
Because
I have to
Godzilla's-
rewatch. I have to
Godzilla-
rewatch the Godzilla movie. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off.
that's okay. Godzilla is like a long, like it's drawn out for me. I liked it at the beginning, and there's just human
But-
characters. Or,
When it comes to
story's better.
you and me and this stuff, you were growing up. You were a big Godzilla fan.
I love Godzilla.
Exactly. Like I watched Godzilla, but I wasn't as attached to it. So going into that Godzilla movie, 2014,
I was super excited.
you were super excited, but you're also going to be more critical of it because it's something.
I like.
Yeah. Just like Transformers was something I liked, and obviously I'm more critical of it.
Yeah. Any last thoughts?
I'm excited to watch Pacific Rim now.
You're
so,
excited to watch Pacific
to
Rim?
compare it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, so that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
I'm excited to revisit it.
Albert is gonna be our kind of tiebreaker if we definitely stand firm on our movies, but I love Pacific Rim. I've watched it so many times, so I'm always down to watch it.
Okay.
We gotta watch it on a big screen. I'll bring my projector over. We gotta watch it together. I don't know. John's just like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with Jesse again.
We can do that if you want. I don't mind. It's just I don't know. I'm not that excited to watch it to where I want to watch it on a big screen.
It makes it so much better.
It doesn't really, but
We gotta make Elwood's experience as authentic as the real theater as possible.
Okay, we'll bring my surround sound system or somehow.
all right, anything else you guys want to say?
Yeah, that's good.
That's it.
All right, thanks for tuning in to the Legendary Sip podcast. This has been
And-
Albert.
This is Jesse.
And
James.
Jan.
We're tripping with goodness.